Wake up, Jacksonville! I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for Tuesday, December 30th, our last of 2025 on this short New Year's week. A decades-old Jacksonville death penalty case is under renewed scrutiny amid allegations of racial bias and prosecutorial misconduct. Kenneth Hartley, convicted in 1993 for the murder of teenager Gino Mayhew, faces an upcoming evidentiary hearing that could overturn his conviction or death sentence. The case was tried by Judge R. Hudson Olaf, whose legacy includes claims he made racist comments and routinely overrode jury recommendations. Investigative reporting by the Tributary revealed reliance on jailhouse informants with histories of perjury and little physical evidence. A hearing date has not yet been set. Read more in the Tributary. Brooks Rehabilitation has announced a $68 million expansion across 3 Jacksonville area facilities, a move that will create 150 new jobs by 2028. The largest project is a $47 million addition to its Bartram Park campus, which will increase bed capacity by 80% and include an innovation studio funded by a former patient. The other expansions include a $5.5 million pediatric clinic in Orange Park and a $16 million doubling of Helen's House, a temporary lodging facility for patient families. These investments follow state deregulation of hospital development. Read more about this in the Times-Union. Financial executives in Jacksonville are preparing for a year of strategic growth in 2026, driven by AI infrastructure and supply chain resilience. Fifth Third Bank's regional president Scott Daigle said, quote, "There'll be some sort of settling in after 2025's record pace, but logistics and port infrastructure will keep attracting capital." JP Morgan's Matthew Marson added, quote, "There's a lot of optimism about Jacksonville's potential as a hub for data centers and AI technology." Sectors like real estate, healthcare, and logistics are expected to lead. You can read more about this in the Jacksonville Business Journal. Disco Witch Brewing in Yulee will remain open under new ownership just 2 months after announcing its closure. Founder Shelly Dennis is handing the reins to Kim Yanker, a former nurse's assistant from Texas who discovered the brewery during a recent visit. The official transition happens January 2nd, with a public celebration planned for the 23rd. Yanker says she'll maintain the brewery's popular beers and atmosphere while adding events like football watch parties. Dennis will stay on as an advisor. Read more about this in the Business Journal. And a Northeast Florida lawmaker is drawing a line in the sand, make that the compost, over what Floridians sip their sodas through. Fleming Island Senator Jennifer Bradley has filed SB 958, a bill that targets the alleged menace of paper straws. Citing, quote, harmful impacts, the measure aims to set statewide standards for straw and stirring materials, favoring options like marine biodegradable and home compostable products. It also warns of PFAS chemicals found in many paper straws, quoting university studies. The goal? To prevent a, quote, patchwork of local straw laws. The legislative session kicks off January 13th. Read more about this at Jacksonville Today. As I mentioned at the top of the newscast, this is our last newscast for 2025. I'm Matt Peiken. I hope you have a safe and sunny new year, and I'll see you back here on Monday, January 5th with an all-new edition of Wake Up Jacksonville.